Hi, John Falstrom here, author of EADG 4, back at my studio, Melody Mart. Melody Mart is about 35 minutes from Chicago Loop and the mighty Soldier Field. Dave came in with his camera tonight and said, let's do a video. So this is pretty impromptu right now. I'm using my #1 teaching bass. I want to talk about this guy. This is a 1979 Kramer, one of the original designs, except for the pickup is they changed it to Marzio. I got to talk about this bass because I've been teaching with this bass since 1987, and it sounds great. This is a classic Kramer original design. Dave, I just want to show that half metal, half wood design by Kramer, very unique. I have no idea why they changed their style. They changed it probably in the early 80s. But this is a 79 I've been using for teaching. And I learned myself a lot about this. Anyways, I had to mention this bass, and I'm using this tonight for how to build a bass line. I'm going to talk about how to build a bass line. What do you do? Alright, so I got something in my book on page 134, how to build a bass line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take D right here, and we're going to use this as just the root of a chord. And I'm going to use the root. So I'm going to use this D, and this is going to be the rhythm of it. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's going to be a D chord. So I'm going to start with the root. Keep there. Now what I want to do is I want to start looking for other Ds, just to get something going. So I use the open D. Back to my fretted D, to the open D. Then I'll go to this D up here, E10, which is the same pitch as this one, A5. A little darker in sound because it's a thicker string. The open strings, your more trebly sound, because you got the whole string. I've still got the same bass line. I'll use the octave D here. Might go down. So I'm doing this now, going octaves. You can do the D up here, which is the same as this D, G7. Still keeping that, I'm just playing the root of a D major chord. We're in the key of D major. 2 sharps, F and C. I might want to take the D up here. Octave D up here. See, now we're starting to get something going here. Just using your roots. Okay. So you get your roots going. You want to kind of like, now I'm starting to see the bass. Now I'm going to think D major chord. I'm going to start thinking chordal tones. Root thirds and fifths. The notes of a chord are root 3 and 5. You should know this. I'm probably talking to most intermediate beginners, even some good players. If you don't know any of this, hopefully you'll learn something. So what we want to look at is the chord. Now the notes of a D major chord are D, F sharp, and A. D, F sharp, and A. Which is D is the root, and your third is F sharp here. We'll use this one, F sharp. A is the fifth. So I got D, F sharp, A. Now, I'll maybe come up with something with these 3 notes. So, you know, come up with a bass line like that. I mean, now we're just scratching the surface. So now, I'm just going to look for more F sharps. There's an F sharp right here. Here's your D. So I'm using the same notes, F sharp and D. D up here, F sharp here. You play them together. D and F sharp, A, the fifth. A is your fifth. Go back down, octave. Just using nothing but chord tones. Right there, nice. F sharp down here is your major third, A. Alright, so you work that to death. Probably want to put a beat on there, maybe a drum machine, but I don't want to get that in the way. I just want to talk theory here, kind of like outlining your line. I hit that A because that's the fifth. Using the open D, keeping that beat. Very important. I'm tapping my foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, the heel of my foot, Dave. I got the camera right. So it's just really putting that motion, feeling that beat through your body. You want that. And if you don't want anyone to hear it, wear gym shoes or just no shoes. But you want that groove going. Okay, now I'm going to use, I think I'll go to the, let's go to, I'll go to a 7th chord. We're going to go with 4 notes. So I know that we're in D major, it's a C sharp. So I'm going to work. We'll add that C sharp in there. C sharp is the major 7th of D. Right there. D, C sharp. There's a C sharp up here. Remember, I'm only hitting 4 different notes. Let's say just a D 5th root. Like that. That's a 5th. D, A, and A. D, A, D, and A. Nice sound there. Here's another D. Gets back to our line. Groove. Notice the beat is probably the same. That's from tapping my foot. That groove. Beat hasn't changed at all. Alright, let's go to pentatonic scale. Major pentatonic scale in this case will be the root, 2nd, which is E, F sharp, A, B. We're adding a B and an E. So we're gonna grow, and let's use a little pentatonic scale. And this is just in this pattern. We want to know that B is the 6. We play that B here. That's in the scale. Here's a B. D. Here's a beta. I'm just going D, A, F sharp, making it B, E. If you don't know your notes and your shapes, you're probably in trouble right about now. So I'm just building a bass line. Go back to original. Nice and easy. Depends what you want to do. There's a 6th, 5th, a 2nd. Take that up an octave. Same notes. D, B, A, F sharp, E. All the way down the horn. Alright, and lastly, well, let's just, not lastly, let's do the major scale. It's for the key of D major, diatonic. We're on the D chord. You're going to want to play a D major scale for a bass line. You'll play the notes. Here's the scale to begin with. Most people know it as this. It's 2 sharps. D, E, F sharp, G, A, B. Below the root, same notes. All the way up the horn. This is the same song. Back to D. Okay, that was the major scale. One more scale. My favorite, probably. Chromatic scale. So now we got all the notes we can play. Here's my bass line. From here, I have no idea what I'm going to use. I can chromatic, take it from go to the 5th. Chord is still D. It's always been a D chord. I'll go to the 5th. I can take it up, back down, take it down, down further, up, up. One at a time. You can stay out in space, or I call it space, which means not playing the root for as long as you want. Don't be in a hurry to go back to your root. Boom, boom, boom. But as you notice, the beat hasn't changed because the foot's tapping, and I have confidence in my foot. All right, it's a nice little impromptu jam. Dave, thanks for coming out tonight with the new camera, right, Dave?
Yes.
We're gonna see how this guy, Dave, said, hey man, I got a new camera. Let's check it out. I'm glad you did, Dave. Thanks. This is How to Build a Bass Line, key of D major. John Falstrom, Melody Mart, author of EADG 4, and today is April the 28th, 2014. And I'm glad I got to play my Kramer bass too, Dave. Appreciate that. Had it teaching. So anyways, see you next time, okay? Bye-bye.